Accusations of sexual harassment and other inappropriate behavior against two McCandless police officers, and this evening the investigation could come to a close. Good evening. One of the accused is the McCandless police chief, who received a no-confidence vote from his fellow officers last week.
John Shumway is live in McCandless, where council is meeting in executive session tonight. John.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, that meeting is supposed to get started about now. And the Police Officers Association, as you mentioned, issued that no confidence vote about 15 minutes or so ago. They came out of the basement where their offices are, came up these steps, and were standing outside the room where the council members have to go in to have this executive session, just a show of force to let them know they're unified in their support of the woman who made the accusations. When the officers of the McCandless Police Department took a no-confidence vote last week about Chief David DeSanti, 24 expressed no confidence in his ability to lead the department. 1 abstained, 1 voted against, and 2 new officers on probation were not allowed to vote. That vote is part of what McCandless Council will be talking about behind closed doors as they consider the investigation into Chief DeSanti and Lieutenant Jeffrey Basil. Information attained by KDKA and confirmed by a source that has seen the complaint and the results of the investigation indicates the claims against Lieutenant Basil boil down to lewd and inappropriate comments and gestures that created a, quote, uncomfortable work environment, end quote. The claims against the chief go further, suggesting Chief DeSanti tried to kiss a female officer while she was in uniform at his home with another officer. The chief had invited them over for a Labor Day meal. The victim says she turned her face and he kissed the side of her head. The complaint also references another kiss involving the wife of one of his officers. No criminal charges have been filed in either incident. It's all being handled administratively. Both Lieutenant Basil and the chief were put on administrative leave when the investigation was launched in late October. When the police officers heard that the investigation was over and the chief might be returning to work, that is when they took their no confidence vote, so council would know their position before it takes action. Now, the McCandless Town Council can do a number of things, ranging from doing absolutely nothing to dismissing the officer and the lieutenant, I should say, and the chief. But again, that is a wide range of possibilities, and they will be discussing that inside that closed-door session. Now, I asked if we are going to hear after the executive session exactly what they decided to do, and that seemed to be up in the air as they were going into that meeting. We'll just have to wait and see what is going to happen afterwards. But clearly, those police officers in there want to hear what they've decided to do. And there's another issue here in McCandless tonight that is expected to also draw a lot of fire for the council, and that has to do with the location of a new sheet store across the street from the old sheet store. So it's going to be a long night here in McCandless. Live in McCandless, John Shumway, KDKA-TV News.